Hello. This is after the video before. I am. When I was a kid, I saw a UFC fight or a boxing fight. I don't know. I looked at that and I thought, man, what if I was up there? What if I walked that stage? What if I was in that squared circle or that octagon or whatever I saw? What if I was there just fighting, bang, bang, like a boxer? Have people cheer for me. I wanted to be. I wanted to have a legacy. I wanted to. More importantly, I wanted to be a somebody. I wanted to be remembered in history as the greatest boxer of all time, up there with the greats Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, George Foreman, people like that. I wanted to be revered. I wanted to have fans. I wanted to just walk down that stage looking at the crowd as they call my name, just Hagen, 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 as I box. And then as I fight people, just ba ba ba. But a few weeks ago, I went to the optometrist. My eyes have gotten worse. I needed thicker glasses. I don't know if you can see this, but these glasses are pretty thick. They need to be cleaned too, but I don't fucking care. The doctor told me I am in the 1% of nearsightedness. My eyesight has gotten so worse to the point that he says maybe not even surgery could help my eyes, and that my contacts will have to be shipped from across the country, or even from across the continent or overseas for me to have contacts. And even then, if I box, I might permanently damage my eyes. So that's it for me. My last boxing match was against a guy 45 pounds heavier than me. And that will forever be on my legacy. That will be the last time I ever had a boxing match. A sanctioned one. Not sanctioned one. A scored one with judges. That will be the last time I ever have a boxing match. It fucks with me. I wanted to be a somebody. I wanted to be someone special. I wanted to have my name be like written in the stars or something like that. I wanted to be praised like Muhammad Ali. I wanted to be I wanted to be the greatest of all time. And I will never get that opportunity because of my eyes. I blamed everything. I blamed my father. I blamed everyone. I blamed my father for his dumbass eyes. And my father says, walked over to me and talked to me about that, like, and I'm just sitting here. I'm saying, let me just grieve. Let me blame someone. I know it wasn't your fault. I know it wasn't your fault you were born with your goddamn eyes. I know it wasn't your fault for anything. Let me just be human. Let me find something to blame, to just direct all this anger to just direct the burning feeling in my chest. I just want to feel release. I want to cope with the pain. Even now, when I look at the heavy bag, I wonder what it was all for. Was it a waste of money? I just don't know. And another thing about my father, whenever I go out and have a mental breakdown, he calls them pity parties. When I have a mental breakdown, when I'm struggling, when I'm just going insane, I called him and I said, and I just directed everything. I just said it all. I said it all. I asked him why I was born, why he had sex with my mother, why was I created, and he said what I said in the last video. Because the big man upstairs said so. God didn't bring me here to be someone, to love, to find love, to have a wife and kids, to have anything, to experience the things that a normal teenager experiences. I I damned everything about myself. I damned that I was autistic because I thought maybe if I wasn't autistic, maybe if I wasn't autistic, things would be good. I wish I was never born because I'm autistic. I wish I was never born because of who I am. I wish I was normal. I wish I was normal. He said, well, if the people who are normal, you don't know what they experience. Well, I have an imagination. It's a fantasy, and I want to live that fantasy. Can I not live that fantasy? Can I not live, wish, dream, hope, and pray for that fantasy that I will never have? I can't, I can't have that fantasy. I can't have that fantasy. But fantasies aren't reality, they're fiction. He told me about his father, how he killed himself, how he was how his father was seen as an average Joe, but he killed himself. Honestly, right now, I couldn't give less of a fuck. I couldn't give less of a fuck. Well, he killed himself. He wasn't so average, now wasn't he? Because he was a drug addict too. His father was a drug addict. He wasn't normal. I wasn't normal. I want to have a normal life. A mother, a father, a brother. I want to have a normal family life that every person wishes they could have. I wanted to have that life, that wonderful, beautiful life with family, with everything. But it's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. It will never happen because I have been damned with this experience that I am living through. I find myself akin to Sisyphus. You ever heard that phrase, one must imagine Sisyphus happy? Well, I feel like I'm Sisyphus pushing up a rock, pushing up a boulder, up this large mountain. And every time I feel happy, it goes up, it goes up, it goes up. But every time I feel sad, boom, all the way it goes back down to the bottom. And I have to run down to try and catch it, but I never do. And it goes all the way down and it arrives at the base, at the bottom. And I gotta start over again. Eventually you get tired. You get fucking tired of pushing that boulder up that mountain. You get tired of pushing that boulder up that mountain. You start to wonder, maybe the bottom isn't that bad. The bottom can't hurt. The bottom can't disappoint. The bottom can't hurt you. Because you're already at the bottom. How much lower can you go if you're at the bottom? Think about it. But then you always have to pick that. You always have to grab that boulder and start rolling it up, no matter what. Because somewhere, someplace, something, sometime, one must imagine Sisyphus happy, but that doesn't mean he will ever be happy. You must imagine it, but imaginations aren't always true. Thoughts aren't always true. What you think is not always true. One must imagine Sisyphus happy, but he doesn't have to. But he isn't. Another thing that I feel myself akin to, another Greek thing, is Atlas. Carrying the weight of the world. Lifting it up, lifting Atlas. Like this. Lifting the universe. all of reality like this. I feel like I'm Atlas. I have all this responsibility on my shoulders. I have no one to help. I have no one. I feel like I have no one. Maybe I can vent to someone, but no one's gonna help me with this. It's all me. It's all me. I have to do this. I can't reach out for help. I can't do anything. It's all me. I have to go through this. I have to go through this. Talking won't help. Talking has never helped for me. I want help. I want someone. I want to like clone myself. Say, hey, you work? Okay, you go to school. I work on a novel or stuff like that. Just I want to have help, but help will never come. Help will never come. It will never come. Pause on that. It will never come by. Because, like I said, reality and fiction. Reality always beats fiction because fiction is all in your head. It's never true, it's never real, it will never be real. And it's funny how life works. It's funny how it all works. It's funny how it all works out. And I'm going through it. I feel like I'm drowning. Sometimes I talk to myself and I think about that one song by like the guy named Nate or something like that. He said, I'm gonna quote a lyric. I don't need advice from myself. End of conversation. And then the other voice said, shut your mouth. And then goes to list off, goes on a rant, and then he says, true, agreeing with that negative voice. I have so many voices, metaphorical voices, just pushing me down. Yet there's a quiet voice that says, that pushes me forward, that tries to motivate me, but it will never win because of the shit I'm going through. Because of the shit I'm going through, because of the shit I'm going through. It's not working out for me. The voice will never win because the negative voices will always come by. Back to Greek stuff. When Pandora opened that box, Hope was as quiet as a mouse, small and weak. And then eventually, it goes out to defeat all these other bad things in the world. For Hope to win, you must hope for Hope to win. You must have that feeling that things will get better. And things will get better, not now, not in the next week, month, hell, even school year. It will only end after school. It will only end after all this pain and agony. I feel I'm so fucking tired. I should go to bed, but I just have to get this off my chest. I'm too tired to write, so I'm gonna use my voice. I'm too tired to do anything, so I'm gonna use my voice. And another thing, I'm such a flawed individual, and that pisses me off. I told you about my autism. I told you about everything. I told you about, like, literally everything. I just hate my flaw. I hate my flaws so much. I don't have many ups because after boxing I have nothing. I have fucking nothing. I have nothing. I have nothing but writing. I have nothing but writing. I don't know what I'm gonna do as a fucking job. Boxing was my job. Boxing was my job. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm I'm so fucking scared about my future, man. I'm so fucking scared because I don't want to work a 9 to 5. I don't want to do that, but people will be like, "Shut up, little soldier. Be a man. Do it, nigga. I'm autistic. I just want to write shit. I just want to write shit and fucking die. Just fucking die. Just want to write, die, be happy." I don't know how I'm gonna live. I don't know how I'm gonna live after high school. I'm worried. I'm worried and I'm scared. I I'm scared. I'm scared. That's a good thing for it. I'm scared. I'm terrified. I'm scared of a lot of things. I'm scared of myself. I'm scared of everything. This one has been random. It started off as boxing, then sort of everything else. But boxing has always been a dream of mine, and to see that fizzle away and turn to ash, it's just it hurts me, my soul. I'm never gonna be the man I wish to be. I'm never gonna be the man dancing across the ring. I'm never gonna sit back in my rocking chair, looking at my old fights. That was me. Show my grandkids, my son, hey, old sport. That's me. I did that. I was champion once. I fought like that. I will never be champion. I will never be a boxer. I'm a slave. A slave to my own mind. A slave to life. And there's no way to be free. I know this is during Black History Month. I'm talking about being a slave, but the fact of the matter is, some people will always be slaves, whether it's in their mind, slave to their mind, or slave to a master. You will always be one. You will always be one.